What's going up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. The SEC strikes again with another Wells notice, but Ripple's RLUSD is here to shake up the crypto world. You won't believe what's happening today in the crypto space. The SEC is once again targeting the crypto sector before Gary Gensler out, this time hitting an NFT project with a Wells notice for potential securities violations. But amidst this regulatory crackdown, there is a silver lining, and that's for the Ripple enthusiasts. Ripple has just launched RLUSD, their new stablecoin that promises to bridge traditional finance with blockchain efficiency. This could be a game changer we've been waiting for in the crypto market, offering stability and global payment solutions in one go. And here's why you should pay attention right now. With the SEC's aggressive stance, the landscape could shift dramatically. Ripple's RLUSD launch couldn't come at a better time, potentially offering a safe haven for these turbulent regulatory waters. But you need to act fast and understand how this impacts your investments and the broader market. Every second counts in the crypto world. Also, the crypto community is buzzing with positive news that President-elect Donald Trump has been discussing crypto policies with Crypto.com CEO, signaling potential changes in the regulatory frameworks. Meanwhile, the UK regulator has issued warnings against a new cryptocurrency, Retardio, highlighting that ongoing tensions between innovation and regulation. And in a surprising twist, the U.S. Senate Banking Committee has canceled the recommendation of SEC Commissioner Caroline Crenshaw, a known critic of cryptocurrencies, and this could mean a more favorable regulatory environment for crypto in the near future. And stick with us till the end of this video. We're going to give you a sneak peek into our new crypto community platform, Altcoin Pro. It's designed for enthusiasts like you to dive deep, discuss, and stay ahead of the crypto game. Don't miss out on this. It's your chance to be a part of something big. So if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below. And if you're going to be the first millionaire in your family tree, confirm that by smashing the subscribe button. We will also be jumping into the charts to check out XRP. Where is our next support and resistance? But first, let's jump over to X and find out what is all the breaking news. So on a very, very positive note, just in, the SEC commissioner Caroline Crenshaw's renomination session has been canceled. Critics argued that Crenshaw is a more anti-crypto than the SEC Gary Gensler. Now, I'm not sure how anyone can be more anti-crypto than Gary Gensler, but maybe that's only because he was the head of the SEC and he was the one that had to bring all the negative news to the public, while this woman behind the scenes was doing really, really bad damage to the crypto industry. So great news. She's not being renominated. The session is over. Congress is going to be going into recess. Her new renomination is not going to happen. So when Trump comes in for his official swearing in of office in January, they'll be nominating new people to become members of the SEC commission at that time. She will not be on the list. Breaking here, FTX to begin initial distribution of their $12 billion worth of stablecoins in the quarter one 2025. Now, this is huge, right? Because that means that $12 billion worth of stablecoins, meaning USDT and USDC, are going to be flooding back into people's wallets. And we're in a bull run. What do people do when they have a lot of dry powder in their wallets? They buy cryptos. So there could be a potential $12 billion inswell. Now, some of these people may be taking profits. They may just extract that money because of whatever situation they're going through. But most people in crypto are degenerates. They love to gamble and they love to go after it. So let's see a $12 billion rush into crypto. That'll be absolutely amazing. And also just in yesterday, Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy buys another 15,350 Bitcoin worth $1.5 billion. Now, what was really interesting, there was a gentleman who came in and posted a scenario basically trying to be negative about the situation that's going on. And a lot of people do fear this. Is Michael Saylor going to buy too much of the supply of Bitcoin to where he has a disproportionate amount and it's not worth owning Bitcoin because it's not decentralized at that point? Well, take a listen to this. Very simple, easy way of explaining it for this guy. A trader thinks that the prices of eggs are going to increase, so he contracts his broker and asks him to buy 1 million egg futures at $1.70. Sure enough, a week later, the prices of eggs futures is $2.50, and their trader is happy to ride his winners, so he places another order for 3 million more egg futures. Next month, Price is at 430. He puts himself on the back and restructures his liquid investments to buy another 10 million egg futures. At the end of the quarter, egg futures are now trading at $7, and the trader finally calls his broker and tells him to sell them all. And the broker replies, "To who? You are the egg man." And then I went into the comment section to check out how this was going, and Murad said he never needs to sell. This is a one-way road. And that is one of the great arguments about the Michael Saylor strategy is he is not intending to sell, right? So he is full on invested in Bitcoin so much that it's the future. Literally, that is going to be the future of all currency, that it would not be smart to sell it anyway, because you're just going to need it and you can do transactions in Bitcoin. It won't be a big deal. Saylor believes very hard in the prophecy, you will sell your Bitcoin when it's worth $1 million each. When Bitcoin is worth $1 million each, I won't have to. And it's a one-way flight. So you're saying I should buy eggs. I'm not an admirer of Saylor, but Bitcoin market is liquid enough for him to exit with reasonable price impact. And just so you know, he currently owns right at about 2% of the total supply. Before we jump over to the XRP breaking news on X, I did want to go over this here. We talked about it in the intro. Trump meets with Crypto.com CEO as firm drops SEC lawsuit. So Crypto.com had filed a lawsuit against SEC in October after they received a Wells notice, but dropped it the same day its CEO met with President-elect Donald Trump. Donald Trump met with Crypto.com's Chris Marszalek at his home in Mar-a-Lago to discuss policies potentially affecting the cryptocurrency industry. And here we have Chris Crypto.com with Trump. There may be some inside baseball going on, the conversation they had before this meeting, because the meeting came the same day Crypto.com dropped its lawsuit against the SEC. In a December 16th filing, the SEC District Eastern Texas, the crypto exchange voluntarily dismissed the suit against the SEC with prejudice. After receiving a Wells notice warning potential enforcement, Marszalek said in October that the exchange would be filing a suit against the SEC to protect the future of crypto. A Crypto.com spokesperson told Cointelegraph that the firm withdrew the lawsuit given its intent to work with the incoming administration on regulatory framework for the industry. So Trump is already doing things. He's not even president yet. So great thing for the crypto world indeed. Since winning the election in November 5th, Trump has proposed appointments suggesting he intended to nominate individuals favoring crypto industry. Now, let's talk more about Wells notices. In 2024, these companies received a Wells notice. Crypto.com, Robinhood Crypto, Consensus, which is, very similarly linked to Ethereum, Uniswap Labs, OpenSea, and Immutable. These notices indicate that the SEC is considering enforcement actions against the entities for potential securities law violations. And this was just the tip of the iceberg of where SEC was going in the future of crypto, literally trying to wipe it off the face of the earth if they could, which they could not, because it's a worldwide adoption process. And people were actually so into crypto that they were willing to move to other countries just to be a part of it. Well, now we have another NFT project hit with a Wells notice. So while Gary Gensler and his crew are going out at the SEC, they're trying to inflict max pain. And it seems like all the departments are trying to inflict max pain on the new upcoming administration. I mean, the craziness with the drones or UFOs or whatever's flying around out there. And then all of this financial turmoil. They're trying to start more wars. Like, it's absolutely insane. But here we go with cyberkongs. Major implications for gaming tokens as cyberkongs hit with the Wells notice. They were contacted first originally 2 years ago, and they've been suffering in silence ever since. And the reason this is a big thing for me is I really truly believe in the gaming sector is going to do massive, massive gains in this upcoming bull run, which we're seeing. Gaming tokens may be in for a setback after non-fungible token cyberkongs receive Wells notice in the United States SEC. Now, we only have to suffer, obviously, until January 20th when the new administration comes in, and then they can drop all these stupid lawsuits and all this gamesmanship against crypto companies. The SEC conveyed the concerning rhetoric that an ERC20 token in tandem with a blockchain game cannot be issued without first being registered as a security, CryptoKong said in a December 6th X post. CyberKongs has 30 days to file a response. One of the SEC's issues with CyberKongs stemmed from the sale of their Genesis Kongs NFTs back in April 2021. The NFT firm said that it was a contract migration, not a primary sale. Cyberconk said it never raised capital and has been mostly bootstrapped, so it's a small treasury, adding that it has been suffering in silence since it was first contacted back 2 years ago. The Cyberconk's NFT price was not impacted by the Wells notice and still up 11% over the last 24 hours to an average floor price of 6.69 ETH, worth $26,900. Also on November 1st, Australian-based NFT and gaming firm Immutable was also served with a Wells notice from the SEC, though it hasn't reported any enforcement actions. And we go back to here, we can also see Immutable was issued a Wells notice related to its sales of its IMX tokens in 2021 also.
In a world of chaos and complexity, how does nature always seem to get it right? Some things go beyond random chance or happy accidents. Progress takes years of innovation, adaptation, and intuition. There are no shortcuts, just the right way. Experience. Introducing our new stablecoin. This is RLUSD.
All right, RLUSD is now live on global exchanges. An enterprise-grade stablecoin built for everyone. RLUSD combines fiat stability with blockchain efficiency. And if you're like me, you've already gone over to your XRP wallet provider. Redo that voice. RLUSD is now live on global exchanges. An enterprise-grade stablecoin built for everyone. RLUSD combines fiat stability with blockchain efficiency. So if you are like me and you already are involved with XRP, you've gone over to your XRP wallet provider and got yourself a little piece of RLUSD. Now, there were some people who made major mistakes when they got their RLUSD, and we'll talk about that a little bit today as well. But here we go, seamless on and off ramps, access value in real-world assets, instant global payments 24/7. John Deaton chimed in for us as well. As far as I'm concerned, the most promising thing Joel Katz said below is real-world asset tokenization. That's what I've been talking about with you guys a lot. BlackRock's Larry Fink says it's the future. Considering BlackRock oversees 11 trillion, the question becomes, which crypto ecosystems benefit the most from real-world asset tokenization? Let's take a listen to what David Schwartz has to say.
While XRP is the native currency on the ledger, it was built to support any type of asset, crypto or fiat, issued to trade on the DEX. Bringing more credible assets on the DEX, like RLUSD, drives direct and indirect benefits. For example, it drives more trading volume, which natively uses XRP as a bridge asset through auto-bridging and generally benefits users, developers, and apps. A unique feature of the XRPL DEX is that auto-bridging utilizes XRP as the native currency to facilitate trades between any two assets on the ledger. It automatically considers XRP as an intermediary to find the most efficient trading route across assets. RLUSD and XRP will complement each other because of the inherent differences of the cryptocurrencies. For Ripple's proprietary payment products, XRP will continue to be used as a bridge currency. Given the XRPL's speed, cost, and scalability, we see RLUSD being able to foster the growth of new on-chain applications like real-world asset tokenization, foreign exchange markets, and trade settlement. We're entering a growing market expected to see significant expansion, especially with stablecoins. Builders will certainly take advantage of the new opportunities presented by this ecosystem.
Also, big news here, Ken Montgomery, who's the former first VP and COO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and FedNow program executive, who was just added to the Ripple Stablecoin Advisory Board, explains how FedNow instant payments will work. And as you know, they've talked about potentially using XRP in the FedNow program. There's no official statements on that, but the correlation of this guy and now being on the board of Ripple.
Visit fednow.org.
So is it only a matter of time before XRP is used by the Federal Reserve? And if you are following XRP news and things that are going on, you may have seen this yesterday as well. An XRP buyback is potentially in the works. Understanding the news about GAM investments requests of SBI, a thread. SBI owns 8 to 9% of Ripple, and that stake in Ripple's XRP holding is theoretically worth more than the SBI's entire market cap. GAM contends that this is destroying the SBI shareholder value. GAM claims that SBI has been unclear about crypto, especially Ripple's blockchain tech. GAM complains your company presentations, while very long and detailed, are very confusing. People who've read SBI's pronouncements over the years are nodding their heads. GAM goes on and they're asking for transparency that SBI published a live value of their XRP holdings. SBI details clearly its crypto business strategy, and SBI provide a clear NAV. We'd be happy to assist your IR department to develop an investor-friendly webpage to communicate such info. Now, if you're not aware, SBI is going to potentially be pulling off what MicroStrategy is doing with Bitcoin, but with XRP. The big news is that SBI, they have an active XRP buying program, and they suggest SBI shareholders would benefit more if instead of cash dividend on their shares, they use the cash to buy XRP, comparing it to MicroStrategy's approach to Bitcoin. It wouldn't be accurate to say that SBI will buy back XRP. It's accurate to say that SBI is being pressured by an investor to buy XRP to increase their NAV, and that alone is pretty amazing. And when you go over to GAM Investments, gam.com, and you go up over here to news and media, press releases, the December 10th press release from GAM, when you take a look at SBI, let's get to the root of it here first before we get into this. SBI, if you've never heard of them, is a financial services company based in Tokyo, Japan. Their revenue is 1.2 million yen a year. They were founded at SoftBank back in 1999. And here you can see the news release that they put out. The letter highlights the significant yet under-recognized value of SBI's investment into Ripple Labs and its vast XRP holdings, valued at JPY 1.6 trillion against SBI's market cap of JPY 1.2 trillion. So what they hold currently value-wise in XRP, 1.6 trillion yen, is higher than what their company's valued at 1.2 trillion yen. So will they end up introducing the MicroStrategy strategy into their system to build wealth? We will find out. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Altcoin Pro University. This is our crypto community. This is really exciting. We've just added our 1,000th member yesterday. We've only been out for about a month. Learn to maximize your opportunity in crypto while minimizing your downside. In order to get access to this, to prevent scammers and spammers and all of that, there is an entry fee. It's $97 a month. Now, this fee will be going up to $197 a month starting in January. Some people like the yearly option where they can just pay up front $970 for the year. That'll be $1970 starting in January. So get in now, grandfather yourself in, so that way you don't have any issues of prices going up in the future. But we'll take a look at our calendar. So yesterday we had one of our monthly calls, and on Thursday we'll be having another one of our weekly calls. Come check out our classroom where you can learn everything about crypto. Starting here is going to tell you how to use the system, crypto foundations, the building blocks of Web3, ironclad crypto security strategy, everything that you need to know. We do also have all of the live call recordings locked here. I'm on them live, so I haven't gone back and listened to them in here, but they are accessible to everyone at any time. Tons of different information inside of our system, from altcoin discussions, which one's going to explode, different DeFi situations, also market updates with the EU market update, with the MICA simplified. What is the MICA? Key changes for stablecoins, how MICA impacts DeFi, all of these different things that you would need to know to be an expert in crypto. We cover this for you. We also go over different crypto news to keep you updated. 5 hours ago, breaking Van Eck makes bold $2.5 million move in Solana DePIN. Breaking Fartcoin becomes the number 2 AI meme token, number 15 meme. Breaking Trump World Liberty 5 buys Athena. So you're never going to miss out on what's happening and what's important that's actually making the markets move. What is the market outlook? Key narratives and plays to focus on. Right now, I'm zoning in on critical narratives with strongest flywheels in the market. Here's the breakdown of what I'm watching and why it matters. This is by Curious J, one of our top analysts over here. Bitcoin flight to safety apex asset. What? Bitcoin BTC is once again the center of global attention. It's no longer just a crypto thing. It's becoming a global macro asset for nation states, to Fortune 500 companies. BTC is quietly making its way onto balance sheets worldwide. Why? Well, you got a 100K magnet, right? Like it or not, 100K is a psychological level that grabs mainstream attention. Once BTC approaches this milestone, media attention alone could fuel further upside. Treasury backing rumors, Bitcoin wars, balance sheet moves, and on and on and on. We have the data that you are missing out on. So head over to www.bullrunners.com, www.bullrunners.com, and check it out. Now, on the other hand, a lot of you guys right now are wanting to know, how can we get into the markets? How can I make more money in the markets? And we'll cover that right after we finish the charts. How can I find more money to throw into these markets, right? Need more dry powder, more capital. Well, first, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and clear everything off of our charts here. We'll remove all of our drawings. Okay, so now what we got our daily. We're going to switch over to Heikin-Ashi candles, and we're going to find out where our supply and demand zones are. So right now, we have a very important key level right here that we must maintain on the lower time frames, which we'll cover here in a second. Because we're going into an area where we are in uncharted territory since 2018, we must go back to 2018 and find out where is the market headed to the upside. So when we go here, this is our last big move back in 2018. The last green candle on that big move was right here. And so this is going to be a very key level, key area of resistance getting into breakthrough and then price discovery. So this was back in 2018. Let's go check and see where we're at today. All right, so as you can see, back here on December 2nd, we had that surge up into this exact key level from 2018, and it even wicked out, but the body of the candle could not clear that level. The next day, the body of the candle wicked again, but could not clear the level. We've then tested it once since this, so that's our second test. Now we're third test yesterday, fourth test today. We've broken into it and we're making some progress getting through this extreme key level. Now we look at this on the hourly chart. So we had that extreme move up this morning, which was very nice, going up from 244 up to 272. So a nice 30-cent move. Now that was obviously on the back of the fact that RLUSD is now officially live in the market. So people are very excited, like, oh my gosh, it finally happened. We got some excitement coming into the volume, but we've kind of petered out at this point. However, that's on the lower time frame, so we might just be doing a simple reset, right? So we pumped hard, people are taking profits. Let's see the price pump after. So when we look at the daily though, and we look at our market cipher or Fu Manchu cipher indicator, we do have our green dot that we got yesterday. And what's funny is I know a lot of people were saying some funny stuff down in the comments section. We did have our full moon on the 15th, right? So we had our full moon and everything has been moving up since that day, which is nice. So this full moon, they say, gives some positive movement behind it. As we can see, last time we got a full moon, which was November 15th, and we had that big giant surge from 87, 88, 90 cents all the way up to our most recent high of $2.90. That was a $2 move during the full moon. That is a 2-week period to the upside before running into our resistance that happened here at the new moon. But now we've cycled through to another full moon. We do have 2 weeks. And it's funny, some people in the comment section were like, it was supposed to happen tonight. It did happen. The full moon happened that night, right? It's not like you're going to get a $2 move on that single day, but we have some rocket fuel down below us. We have the green dot. We also have money flow, still the green here, still moving to the upside. We also have our VWAP that flipped above the zero line. So positive news there. But let's get rid of this and also this, because these are our larger time frame scenarios. But we're going to be having a lot of short-term resistance and support. So let's take a look at those on the 1 hour. So when we drop to the 1 hour here, our most recent high is going to be where our most important level is. So let's go ahead and turn the moon phases off. And this indicator has been around for years. It was not created by some guy on YouTube. All right. So this has always been around. So we'll take a look at this. We had our move to the upside, which created our high. And then this actual candle peak was the highest of the high. So that's going to be our candle we want to factor in on for our upside resistance level. You can see when this candle was created, price came down, tapped it once, tapped it twice, broke down, couldn't quite get there, couldn't quite get there. Moving forward to today, and that is exactly where we tipped right into, right? Because this is a very important key level that we have to break through. Even when it happened back here, when we made this move, December 3rd, December 2nd, and December 3rd, when we got into this area, why was this an area that it turned around at? Well, because people from 2018 are finally trying to exit their market with gains and or break evens, right? Because we saw that main level from 2018 comes right to this section. And also people that were buying down here at the 60, 50 cent level are taking their 4x profits. Totally fine, totally understandable. But once we break this level, then we can start talking about breaking beyond our previous all-time high and getting into price discovery mode. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we've already taken a look at the daily from back in 2018, but now we're going to go back to the 4-hour candles and get a more precise area of where we're going to run into the most extreme resistance before we break into price discovery. So when we take a look at the very last up candle, which is actually the candle that got us to the previous all-time high, $3.31. That was from the candle on January 4th, 2018. And let's take a look at where that puts us. Okay, so we have not reached that level. In fact, we're going to color this one. Let's color this one gold because that's going to be our gold zone. Once we break through this gold zone, we can be off to the races. All right. So right now we have this intermediate resistance level. We have not even gotten into this golden zone here of $2.95 yet, but we are going to be suffering through lots of people selling and taking profits at this point, right? Because people got back. Remember, this is the zone from previous all-time 2018. Some people that have been holding from 2018 at a loss are getting to this zone and they're finally excited to break even and get out. They want to move. They might have an idea that Ethereum's going to be the next big move. They might have an idea. They might be thinking XRP's not anything, right? Whatever the case may be, but they're getting back into their break even. They're not selling at a loss. These people down here at 50 cents, 4xing their money. They're taking profits. Very exciting. Once all of those paper hands have cleared out of the zones, then we can move above and beyond all of that, get into price discovery. And what's great about price discovery is there is no one up there. There's no resistance. It could literally get there and go, as people think, to $10, or we can go up to $8 and become number 2 in all of crypto, removing Ethereum out of the market cap dominance that it's held for the number 2 by market cap for so long. Those are all real legitimate things that can happen. It will have to come on some extreme volume, as we know, right? So we've gotten some great volume today because of the news. However, we got to a point where it kind of got weak again. So we need lots more volume. Our momentum indicator is showing that we are on the way up. Our RSIs are extremely overbought, meaning it does need to cool off. But last time we were overbought over here, which was literally at this level, XRP was 55 cents, and it rode overbought this whole entire time, and it hasn't gotten below this 70 or the 60 level on this indicator, indicating that it's not overbought. So even though it is overbought XRP, it's still ready to moon. So the most important thing right now is waiting for it to break to the upside. Let's take a look at the 1-hour candles to the downside. Where is our support? Okay, so our lowest level of support, which we hope we never see again, going to be down here. We'll color this in red. We do not want to see this area again, but that is $2.05. When it gets down here, there's lots of people, and you can tell that this is a very important key level because last time it got here, boom, right? Lots of volume, huge candles on the hourly, just boom, boom, boom. So look at all these baby candles compared to here. Lots of buyers in this area pushed massive volume into the market. Today we got the news, got exciting massive volume to the market. And as we remember, this volume came in because this is where the RLUSD was originally supposed to launch on the 10th. Everyone got excited, boom, pumped, and then it died out. But now we are staying above this 200 exponential moving average, which is bullish. We got the news today. It did pump. We got some volume in. Now we need to see continued pump to the upside. But this is our ultimate help me. If it breaks below this, we're in super trouble. Now our immediate support is right here. So our immediate support is at $2.48. It's very well that price could return here because that's where it launched off from, gather up some orders, then make its next move. So when we look at the chart like this, we can see price moves up right here, kind of failed because it's fighting all these orders, right? So over in the past, it has this area right here of extreme resistance. It ran down and it finally busted through. But you can see all of the levels right here, all of these potential orders right in this area. Just like, look at this, all of this volume happening. The great news is we're turning this area into a support now because we broke through it and then we lost it. We broke through it and then we lost it. We couldn't break through it. We broke through it today. Now we just need to hold it. We will now have this new zone of resistance. And then we break through that. Then we have historical resistance in the golden zone. Then we're off to the races. Now that's really zoomed in because we're on the 1 hour chart. This is like day trading scenario stuff here. For those of you guys long-term holders, no problem, right? So we're just chilling. We're just doing what we're doing. We're holding on. We know price is going to push up. Now, I will tell you this. There is a possibility if we don't break through this that we return back to these levels, and this is where it gets real nasty, all right? Now, I know you're going to hate me for even mentioning this, but here is the level to the downside on the weekly charts right here. This is the last red candle before the up move. That gives us, that's our level of support to the downside. And then when we do on the daily charts, we have one down here as well. So we don't want to see returns to these levels. These are on higher time frames. If for some reason we start to run out of momentum, the bull market comes to an end, Bitcoin is finally peaked out, it's over, right? We're doing a reset. And we do have some levels to watch. Right now, we are bullish posture, though, so we don't need to watch these $1.45 and then back down to 53 cents. Don't shoot the messenger. It's just what the charts are showing. But that's only if we go back bearish. So will these alien invasion, the drones, the UFOs, will that cause a black swan event to where we crash back down? You always have to have the up and down targets in mind, so keep that in your mind. But as of right now, everything's looking good. Full moon says we're going up. Money flow says we're going up. Momentum says we're going up. VWAP says we're going up. So personally, I feel like we're going up. Now, this is not financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything because we talk about on this channel, but just keep it in mind. Now, speaking of going up, there's another coin that we've been talking about. This is a small cap gem that we've been watching, and it was doing very, very well. It actually launched and stayed sideways for quite some time. Then boom, exploded November 2024, did very, very well, made itself a new all-time high all the way up at 2 cents. People started taking profit. And as we can see, we've got a low coming in right here. And then we just recently created another low here. So we have those as support. Let's go ahead and look at a smaller time frame. Now, what we can see is just a little while ago, money flow came out, flowing out. made its round about up to the top, had a nice purge to the upside, which was nice. You can see how the money flow does this here. Money flow is currently doing that same thing here. Ourselves a trend line right here. So what I would like to see is price get right back up into this level. We can see money flow starting to curl up. We can also see our momentum waves are getting smaller on the downside. So we had this big wave, we had a smaller wave, and we had this little tiny wave right here. Momentum is starting to creep back to the upside. So if we get the same scenario here where the momentum waves got smaller, this one was smaller. So you had these big one, smaller, money flow starts crossing over the zero line, had a nice big breakout to the upside there. Let's take a look. What was this move? It's 125% move. So we're going to wait for this breakout. If we move to that same level, it's another 63% move. But if we get back to this most recent high, 009, I mean, really, it's about to eat a zero. If we can get to 1 cent again, it's 168% move to the upside. So we've been talking to the guys at Size, and they've got some really big things coming that they've got planned. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one for us. When we take a look at this over here on Dex Screener, what we see is that the liquidity has been locked, which is great news. Market cap currently sitting at 3.4 million. I actually just got in some of this at 3.4 million myself. RSI is about to get above 50 on the daily, which is bullish. Jumping over to their X account, they currently have 2,973 followers. They're very active as far as their posting on socials. So they're continuing to put out marketing every single day, which is positive, getting the face of the company out there. Taking a look at their website, risk taker, burger lover, size matters, go big or go home. You can buy on Jupiter Verified. They've got their Dex Screener. They got their Coin Market Cap, CoinGecko, official Telegram, official X. View the white paper. Here's the story of Size. So go do some research on this. Let me know what you think on this one. I'm taking a flyer on it, see if we can get up there, make some gains on this one. We've done a lot of research on it. We know the team behind it. It's always important. You want to get involved with someone who is actually motivated to run it. It's not a rug pull, as we can see. It's already pumped. It's been around for quite some time. People are battling back. So check out Size. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. All right, and now what I was telling you earlier, those of you guys looking for some extra dry powder, you don't have a side hustle, you need to know how you can make some extra money to plug into this bull run. Well, check this out.
Hey bull runners, this is super time sensitive, especially if you're looking to stack more crypto before the bull run is over. Did you know that Visa and Mastercard lost a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit for imposing unfair fees on merchants and business owners? So if you own a business, or if you know any business owners that process payments with Visa or Mastercard between 2004 and 2019, that's 15 years, you could actually be owed a refund of 1 to 1.5% of your total revenue from that period. That's a lot of money. For example, this business that generated 1.6 million in credit card revenue during those years is getting back $28,000. This business that generated over 7 million is getting back $93,000. And this business that generated over $20 million during those years is getting back over $320,000. That's money they didn't even know was on the table. And all they did was fill out a form through the link below this video. It literally takes less than a minute to see if you qualify, but you don't want to wait too long because the deadline to file is February 4th, 2025. So the sooner that you fill out the form below, the sooner that you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Plus, if you don't have a business, you can actually earn 3% by referring businesses that do qualify by creating your affiliate account through the link below. So this is a no-brainer way to get money back in your pocket to use for your business, or if you want to use it for crypto or other assets to invest in, you can do that. So click the link below. Let's get you paid.